Hey, you guys, welcome. Come on in. We are in, today is 8/8, the LionsGate portal. This is an ideal time to cast your wishes and your dreams and your prayers up to the heavens. Carries a lot of weight and a lot of validity today. No matter what you believe and how you believe it, this is a portal right now. It's open and we are at the peak. It'll actually run till September, or August the 12th. I'm sorry, August the 12th. LionsGate will run, but today is the peak. So it is the perfect time to try to manifest those things that you want in your life, put those prayers and wishes out there into the universe. I have been having difficulty getting this on video today because we are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are currently six planets that are retrograde. Mercury is not quite in there, but Mercury is a ruling planet in my chart, so it affects me greatly, and it has a lot to do with communication. Anytime Mercury is retrograde, you know about anything electronic can go haywire. Anything communication, that can go haywire. Contracts, another thing. Do not enter into a contract during a Mercury retrograde. We are right now only in the shadow phase, though, so it's not a big deal for most of you. Like I said, for me, it's a ruling planet in my chart. My Virgo, Mercury's a big dog in there. Thank you, Spirit, back there in the light. So it really does control a lot of things for me. Not always in the detriment like you think. Sometimes Mercury will bring around some really good communications and good connections, okay? Stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to pull some tarot cards. Please do hit that like and subscribe buttons. And you guys, I want to thank you for hitting me with all those comments. You are starting to bump me up in YouTube's algorithms. Those comments help tremendously. Thank you, thank you, thank you, you guys. Have to do a little bit of housekeeping here when I can. Let's see what else is going on. We also have Pluto right now that is retrograde. Pluto is a planet of deep transformation and fated events. That transformation usually comes in the form of leaving this planet. So if you have an elderly person in the family, if you have an ailing pet, this is a time when they may transition to the other side. It's also a time when it makes it easy on their soul to step over to the other side, okay? So if you're grieving and mourning before they leave, don't. It's going to be an easy trip for them, and they will let you know that they get there okay. Fated events for Pluto, man. We could experience some continued flooding around the globe. We're going to see and hear of a lot of people leaving the planet because of these fated events that are taking place. Some of that's in the political arena too. Oh man, I'm so tired of hearing of everything political right now. Let's just take this back to 1776 and start over. Actually, that's where we're at too. Planetarily, we are aligning with what those energies were back in that time, reformulating a government, getting some new things established, and that's at Pluto, man. He's in control of all of that. We also have Saturn that is retrograde. Saturn is about work, it's about health, and it's about the karma you create for yourself. Okay? So don't be creating any bad karma right now. Work, this is time you might be focused on work, a little more just focused. You've got your mind on it right now, and you're keeping your other things out of your head and keeping it clear so that you can focus on work. This is also an excellent time to focus on your health because of Saturn. Either way, good or bad. It might be a time you might need to clean up your diet a little bit. It is 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock. Thank you, Spirit. I'll get to that in a little bit. Yeah, it could be a time that you clean up your diet or add a little exercise program. It will help right now tremendously because of all the energy that we're feeling, all the intenseness and the anxiety that we pick up being empaths. We also have Neptune retrograde. Neptune reprobate. Retrograde. That was a Freudian slip for sure. This Neptune has a lot to do with your addictions. What are your overindulgences? Right now, I am having a battle with chocolate ice cream. In the evening, I have got to have that dish of chocolate ice cream. And it used to be, I could take just a scoop, a little tiny scoop. But chocolate ice cream and I are tangling. So for you, it could be smoking, drinking, sex, gambling, whatever it could be, actual addiction, drug addiction. It's a good time to take a look at that and identify it in yourself. We also have Venus retrograde. That's about relationship and finances. You may be taking a better look at your finances right now and seeing that you're able to afford things that you didn't think you could. You've been budgeting and putting time together and plans together to acquire something. For me, I just bought a she shed, nice little place where I can go pet my Harley. So some of you may be doing the same thing. You can afford that boat. You might be going and get it right now. Relationships. It can be a hot or cold time for relationships because of Venus. If you are at the tail end, this is a perfect time where she's saying, let's kick this thing to the curb here and get it over with, finish it up, get it done. It wasn't any good. And if you're in the beginning of a relationship, it's going to be warm and toasty. It'll be a time when you have those butterflies in your stomach because you see somebody new. You could have that deep heated sexual attraction too right now with Venus there. And it's a time to take a good deep look at both and how you relate to them. A lot of times we associate a companion or a relationship with money. Let's not go there. Let's keep it separate. We also have Chiron that is retrograde. Chiron is that's that planet of a wounded healer energy. That kind of rules the deep emotions that we all deal with, that we have dealt with since childhood. So you could have some of those feelings coming to the surface right now, things that you didn't realize that you carried since childhood, but it's a good time for that to come to the surface and release it. And then, of course, I mentioned Mercury. Mercury is about communications and electronics. That takes up our whole entire world today. Be careful when you send an email or a text message that this is a time when those messages can be misinterpreted. They can be taking it another way. All you simply have to do is go, what did you mean by that? How did you mean that? And they could be taking that, well, what did you mean by that? So be careful how you word things. Be specific right now. It is not a good time to sign contracts. When Mercury is retrograde, if you do, if you have a house closing coming up, it'll be okay. Just make sure you cross all the T's and dot all the I's. Make sure that all those little details are in line. You may have to go back and re-sign, and that's what retrogrades are about, going back and redoing and revisiting. All right, I said I would pull a couple cards here to see what is going on for this LionsGate. We got the 9 of Swords here. I think a lot of you are using this time because you're feeling this energy, and I think you're going up in your head a little too much. It is an intense time with that many planets retrograde, okay? You'll have days where you feel absolutely elated and you're energized and ready to go and just tear into the world, and there's going to be days that you go, oh no, what's happening, okay? If you're dealing with anxiety, don't sit in that when it starts coming on. Let it go. And that 9 is saying, look, we're almost there. We're almost at the end of this thing. You're going to make it. We have the 2 of Swords. That 2 is about, this is a good time for you to do that retrospection and introspection. A good time for you to think about who you are. About who you are. How do you reflect to other people? Now that 2 of Swords is about saying you've got a decision to make about how you want that person to reflect to the world. That's your decision. We also had the Ace of Swords come up. That's kind of Spirit's way to tell me that this is all accurate. This is the truth that we're seeing and feeling. You know, somebody could tell you that, oh, that's a bunch of hogwash, but you feel it. You know it. That Ace is about finally stepping back into your truth again. All right, grab another deck just for a few other cards here. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is coming to say that there is going to be a change coming along for you. That could be a relationship change. We did talk about work and finance, and we also talked about, let's see, where did relationships down there with Venus. Bam. They're coming. Somebody new is coming along. It is the beginning of a connection. It's only the start, so don't get too excited yet. You know, it's always good to have more friends. Be a little more selective than we used to be. Don't ignore the red flags. And we also have the Fool card. That speaks about that transformation that Pluto could bring along. It is a time when new beginnings are going to happen. And that's what that Fool card is about. This could be you getting ready to take the plunge into that whole new life that you have dreamed about for yourself. All right, you guys, there you have it. That's what's going on for 8/8. I hope you're grounded and balanced and hanging in there. And I don't leave you, that I don't bless you with love and light. And I hope to see you soon. Get that out. Love you guys.